Hello, please. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome or welcome back. What are the YouTubers say? Something like that. What are we doing today? Let's actually get some colonist task stuff going. We did the RimWorld night, or a RimWorld stream last night. That was a lot of fun. I'm liking the new DLC. It is everything I wanted. It's a very different play style than usual. Let me see if my category is set properly here. Yeah, okay. Nice. Nice. Where's my other stream at? Where's my vertical stream? Where is my vertical stream? There it is. There it is. There we go. There we go. Am I on Twitch yet? God, the streams are booting up real slow today. Pavel, good morning. I'm well. It's not morning. I'm just used to streaming in the morning. It's afternoon. I'm good. How are you? We're going back to Gamedev now. Back to Gamedev. And I'm just trying to get set up here. Let me make sure. I don't know why I don't think the category option is working on my streaming plugin. I have to manually change it. Sleep in, did you? I had some family stuff. I had to go take care of my sister's dogs, and I went to Costco. I did sleep in though. I had like 4 beers last night, and that's the most beers I've had in one night in a while. It was a good time though. I had fun. But we're back to Gamedev. Going back to my roots. Oh, you were watching the VOD when I went live? Hell yeah. What did you think of RimWorld? And let me remind myself where I was. It's so weird when you walk away from Gamedev for too long from the project. It's like, what even was I doing? And I worked on this yesterday morning too, so it's not like it's been that long. Oh, right. I was working on making the tasks do things. Right, okay, so I'm trying to fill out my area thing. But we need to actually call the, get buildings by class. Get buildings by class, and we need to pass in the BP area. The building area. So where are we? This is, we're making, when you select within area, these are the options that's going to pop up. What I'm doing. Target, create new. We'll need to populate the events as well. But it looks to me as a combination of banished and oxygen not included. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. You know, the Dwarf Fortress is the daddy of all those games, the grandfather of all those games. So they've all got a little, they all come from that, you know. I think it's probably, it's like Dwarf Fortress but in space, kinda. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm getting the colonies. If the player colonies contains this, I mean, we're already probably gonna be doing that check. I don't know that we need to do that check. Because we should never get here if they're not in the colony. Well, I guess they could, like, get kicked out of the colony. I guess they could get kicked out of the colony, like, mid-conversation. Okay, how about this? We're gonna check at the beginning and at the very end. Whenever we start to execute the task, whenever we go to do that, we'll check and make sure that they're actually in the colony before we do it. This is cool. Welcome in. I just gave you a treat. You have to be good. That's the rules. Sit. Marcy, sit. Sit. Yeah, I've never played Dwarf Fortress either. I've watched it played, but I've never played it myself. Okay, so let's do rate matching event on within, what is this? On within area target selected. They're starting to get a little wordy, aren't they? And then we'll need another one. This will be on create new area selected. Back at it again, yes. Back at it again with the game dev. Y'all remember that meme? Are you guys too young for that? There's a meme where this kid would just wear Vans. Like, back at it again with the white Vans. The Damn David meme. They got invited on like Ellen, on like talk shows and shit. It was back, this was back when like mainstream media first started finding out about memes. It's cringy, yeah. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna loop through all of the building areas, and I guess we just need to get the names of them. How do I store the name on the building area? Do I store that individually here? I think it's in C++. I think it's just a nickname on the building, actually. Let's close some of these. It's getting a little messy. Getting a little messy here. Nickname. Okay, it's just on the building. Okay, so I think we just get the nickname. And then we need to, I guess we need to make interaction option. Yeah, because we'll need to do the delegate. I don't have the index on here. That's annoying. Why? Oh, because it's a set, so there's like a special one for it. Well, dude, I hate blueprints, man. Can I please have the index? Okay, I guess I have to like maintain that myself then, just because this is a set. Should I return it to get buildings by class? Should I just return this by array instead of set? I'm storing it as a set, but that doesn't mean I need to return it as a set. Still want to store it as a set, of course. So we'll just do this, and then we can do what? Array? There's a function on here, right? Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. So let's rebuild. Let's rebuild. Okay. Damn, Daniel, I remember. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's a damn Daniel, yeah. Welcome in, guys. Abel, Cooley Draws, Mahjong Senior. Happy Saturday. For a hydrogen atom, derive the expression for the energy of the nth level using the Schrodinger's equation. Why are these energy levels quantized? Then I will sub. There you go. I did that in every single chat I have open. Have Gemini create a detailed research. I just fed that. I fed that question to Gemini real quick, and I just copied the first thing I saw. And now it wants to build me a research paper. What game are you making? I'm working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural terrain and destructible terrain, and I'll have some AI generated quests as well. Very sandboxy type game. How much of UE5 development is free, or no, there's no cost, 0 cost until you make what, like $1 million or something, or is it 100,000? I forget. It's free until you make a certain amount of money. I forget what the threshold is. Per license for companies generating over 1 million. After you get 1 million, then after you get 1 million, yeah, after you have yacht problems, then you can figure out how much it costs. Yeah, I just use Gemini a lot. One, because I'm, you know, I have some skin in the game, but two, it's like, it's got the best use case for my game, which is a large context window, cheap and fast, which is, I don't need it to be right. You know what I mean? I don't need it to be right. I need it to be creative, fast, and I need a big context window. You don't really need to be right when you're just generating quests, you know? Okay, we can create an event for this. This is going to be on area selected. On area selected. So the targeting thing is going to be interesting. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, because we're going to have to kick the player out of the interaction flow when they're interacting with the colonist and into some sort of flow where they can like click on, you know, an area or something. Thoughts on pirate software not supporting stop killing games? Yeah, he had zero. He was incredibly misinformed. It took me all of 5 minutes to find out that Stop Killing Games does not expect live service games to be supported forever. Which was the pirate software take that was just laughably wrong. Dude's been getting some heat, hasn't he? I mean, not without reason, but yeah, he's been under the microscope for sure. We're just chilling today. We're just chilling. Okay, so I don't know if I want to call that on area selected, because I'm probably also going to have some sort of function that gets called whenever the player clicks on an area, and that might be called something similar. On within area target, we'll say option selected. On area, should I say choose area? I'll say choose area selected. There was a movie that got an Oscar built on UE5. How is movie different from game development? Well, you see life facts fun. A movie is not a game. You cannot interact with a movie. There was no user input into a movie. With a game, usually a game involves a user can perform some action, and the game will respond to that user action in a specific way. That is the difference between a movie and a video game. The interactivity. Was that a real question? No, I don't think so. It's okay though, I'll play along. I will play along. Okay, so we've got our options built out here. Make within area options. And we need to like apply those whenever the within area thing is selected. Where'd it go? Get interaction options. Containers, yeah. Add. I think this is all we need to do there. Let's make sure I didn't start using this anywhere else. I did. I did. Handle task target selected. Handle task target selected. Where do I do that at? What am I doing? On task target selected. Wait, do I do the? This is why I should have finished this before I stopped. So when the task target gets selected, show targets on within area target option selected. I need to add 2 here. Actually, no, that's fine. That's fine, actually. Where are we at right now with this? You said you learned C++ for real, but did you have experience in other languages before that? Yeah, I've been writing code for like 14, 15 years now. So yeah, I have plenty of experience in other languages. Okay, nothing happens when we select within area. This was not supposed to go here because that just calls this. This is supposed to go here. There we go. I wonder what the difficulty curve is on Unreal C++. I feel like it's probably easier than regular C++. Okay, there we go. Now, if I create an area, does it show up in that list? That's area 1. Do task, construct within area. It does. Wow, look at that. There. Sorry, shorts. YouTube Shorts. There's the menu. I want to get rid of this first one though. I don't need to have that there. If you get Rider, JetBrains IDE, I think that does a pretty good job of like teaching you Unreal Engine C++. And I wish I had switched sooner from Visual Studio. Where's do task? There we go. Handle do task. Make colony task type options. So we add instead of set here. Let's set. Is that first entry gone? Crazy. I'm starting to get the hang of using my own system that I built. Crazy. Do task. Okay, yeah, it just changes. So now we can just chop trees within area. There's the target and create new. Let's create a couple different areas. There's one, there's two. So we have 2 areas. Do task. Yay, they're there. Okay. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do when I have to handle, like, a lot. You know, I'm going to have to handle a lot there, potentially. So I may need, like, a scroll or something. The search box could also be in play. But that's probably not very user-friendly. We have a resident physicist here. Okay. Let me answer his next question here. Let me think about it for a second. Oh god, I accidentally pasted in a bunch of I accidentally pasted in a bunch of Unreal Engine blueprint nonsense. All right, Thean, I got you. I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking. What are the benefits of using Writer over VS Code? Well, I meant Visual Studio. Did I say VS Code? Oops. I meant Visual Studio. But it's better than both of them. You just use it. You'll understand what I mean. Like, it's an engine that is specifically built for. It's an editor that is specifically built for Unreal Engine. And so that has benefits over a generic editor that has no knowledge of Unreal Engine. There you go. Crystal field theory. That's the answer. And Ligand field strength. Lignal field strength determines spin state, and ligands have intrinsic field strengths. Can I not type in my own chat? Oh, it was maxed out. Okay, enough fucking chat GPTing physics questions. Yeah, Writer's free for non-commercial use now, so there's no reason not to give it a shot. It's just specifically built for Unreal Engine, so there's a lot of like little nice things that it does to like make sure you're doing things right. It'll catch you from shooting yourself in the foot a little bit more. Have you used Material Maker? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Okay, so on selected. On choose area selected. So let's make another function. Handle, choose area selected. We need an interaction option as our chosen option. This will be which area was chosen. And when we do this, we need to set this on the colonist task somehow. Set members. Now we may need to do something here. We'll need to do that after. I'll need to get entity data itself, colony data. Okay, if that's valid, then we want to get belongs to colony. Get area. Get buildings by class for area. And still UI stuff, basically. We're actually maybe getting towards the functionality part of it though, because I'm actually like selecting stuff now too. You're making your own mesh materials? Procedural meshes, yeah. But like there's one area, that's area 1, so we can like join colony, then we'll go do task, you know, forage within area, and then I have area 1 down there as an option, so probably can't see that. There you go. I have area 1 down there. Sorry, YouTube Shorts, you're not going to get the fucking right hand side of this today. But yeah, and then I need to, these are going to be, you can like target one, I'm thinking, like you just do target and then you can just click on one, so you don't have to remember the name and be like that one over there, you know. Wait, okay, so now we don't reset the fucking... Okay, so when, I guess when the interaction ends, we need to reset the widget. I thought I did that. We set the widget to... Oh. What fucking state we just got in. Hasty, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Take a look at the world. Here's the game. The fun non-UI part of the game. This is the procedural terrain algorithm. So it's going to be RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural terrain. This is just one small section of the world that's being generated. And we've got underground caves as well. And here's the world map. So these are all like individual zones here. Each color is like kind of a different biome. And yeah, there's the world. What are ways to optimize performance in blueprint logic to avoid frame drops? Things that are blueprint specific. I think the blueprint specific thing you'd want to do is not use blueprints. All of my tasks happen on the background thread, which requires C++, so that's how I keep it performant. I guess the only thing you would need to make sure to do is you would want to use state trees instead of behavior trees. Behavior trees tick every frame, so they're not very performant. State trees have a variable tick rate, so you can kind of choose when they tick if it's important. So I think that would be the only thing I can recommend there. But you're probably going to have to end up using mass, which has to use state trees anyway, so look into mass. Ice Master, welcome in. So yeah, there's a little small slice of the game there. Okay, on choose area selected. I did a handle for that, right? Didn't I? Yeah, there it is. Handle choose area selected. Okay, so we're calling that right. Yeah, I need to find the actual guess we're looping through the areas here, which doesn't feel good. I guess I should write a C++ function for this. I guess I should write a C++ function for this. That's gonna that's not gonna scale very well. I get buildings by class. God, I wish I could like. Should I make something to like attach arbitrary data to an interaction option? That might be kind of nice, because you know there's like an event payload or something, right? We have option ID, option text. I was intending for this just to be the user interface representation of an option, so I was intending for it to be pretty bare bones. Do I want to put some extra information there? It would be something like edit anywhere, blueprint read write. It would just be like T object pointer U object. Optional object 1. Which language do I choose to learn? C++ or Java or Python as my first language? Not the first one. Don't do C++ first. Java or Python are both good options. See you later, kiddo. Bye, my drunk senior. Take care. This is good. You're good. Assembly is good for starter. I had to take an assembly language class in the 2 years of college. I actually did do. I had to take a machine code class, and we had to do assembly language, and it was so bad. It was so bad. Maxine. Does it make a difference if people watch from Shorts, YouTube, or Twitch? I'd like to watch from the platform that benefits you most. Well, first of all, Twitch would get mad at me if I said something. If I said an answer that wasn't Twitch, but the real answer is it doesn't really fucking matter right now, because I'm making, like, I don't make anything from any of these streams at all. So, pick your poison. Hey, Deb, new sub. Thank you for the sub. Welcome in. Private account. Welcome in, private account. It would be nice to have like some optional object there, I suppose. And that way I could just wire that up and I won't have to like search through the array again. I can't just put them in a list, can I? No, I need a better UI for this. I mean, okay, we'll just stick with this for now, like, the player is gonna have like fucking hundreds of areas potentially, so. I need like a whole UI to choose that from. YouTube probably better experience minus chat. Don't ban me, Twitch. I didn't say that. Yeah, so there's this streamer, his name is Nutty. And when I was trying to find some ways to like set up my stream and do different things on my stream, I found his videos on YouTube. And I guess he's like a programmer, but he doesn't do anything in the software and game development section. He's only in just chatting. But anyways, he makes like a bunch of streamer tools. He's like a programmer that just makes like streamer tools and stuff. But anyways, like some of his tools are like a multi-chat thing. Like I have YouTube and Twitch chat show up in the same feed. That is technically against Twitch TOS. I mean, it's kind of vague because they say like you can multi-stream. It's their like simulcasting guidelines, and they're super vague. But they say you can't do anything like the experience for people on Twitch has to be the same experience of people on other platforms. Like you can't give an inferior experience to your Twitch viewers. It's like, okay, that makes sense. And yeah, I get the idea behind that. Yeah, you can't like, you know, if you're going to stream in a certain quality on Twitch, you need to stream in the same or worse quality on other platforms. I get that, you know, that way, you know, Twitch isn't losing out, and that makes sense. That's totally fair. But then in the same guidelines, they also say like you can't put both chats on screen in the same feed or in the same on, like you can't have them both on screen, which is directly invalidates the first part of the guidelines, right? Like if you don't show the other chat, Twitch does miss out. They miss out on on all the other chats happening on the other platforms. So it doesn't make sense. But anyways, this streamer Nutty, he makes these tools to like combine chats, and he would always say that. He's like, I know it's against guidelines, but no one's ever been banned for that, you know, so it's fine. He got banned one day. It was a couple weeks ago, actually. He got banned, and I guess he was working on getting a TikTok chat working. And because he has like a multi-streaming app, basically, that you can download. It's called like StreamerBot or something. And he was telling people to donate to him on TikTok. And I'm pretty sure that's what got him banned. Like, they didn't even say, he never got a reason why he was banned. They just cited those guidelines. He still puts both his chats on screen. But yeah, I guess, like, I think the key point is that don't tell people to go to other platforms. I think that's my takeaway, at least. And that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Like, I can't... This is all related to, like, which platform should I support you on? Like, I don't think... It's not fair for me to use these companies' technologies for free and then to tell all you people to go to one or the other. Just pick whichever one you like the best, you know? It's up to you. Twitch sucks, ads every 2 minutes. I mean, that depends on the streamer, right? I only have mine set up for pre-rolls because I hate midstream ads. You don't get midstream ads on mine, do you? Like, I would rather... Like, I was thinking about whether I wanted to do the ads every hour or whatever. You have to have 3 minutes of ads every hour to turn off the 30 seconds of pre-roll ads. And it's like, when I'm searching for someone to watch, the pre-roll ads are annoying. But what's more annoying is actually 3 minutes of ads every hour is actually a fucking lot. Like, that's actually a lot. Or like 90 seconds of ad every 30 minutes. And when I'm like working and I have something on in the background and it's like jumping to the same annoying ass ads every fucking time, every 30 minutes, every hour, it's fucking annoying. And so I actually think the pre-rolls are better. And like, of course I want to like talk to you guys as well. And I'm gonna be talking about something, or we're gonna be working on something, and all you guys are gonna fucking miss out, and it's gonna like disrupt the conversation, or I'll be like in depth explaining something, and then 3 minutes of fucking ads happen. I feel like that's the worst experience for live content. Ads bad no matter what form. Well, yeah, I mean, ads suck, but also this is all free, so that's pretty sick, honestly. Like, the technology required to live stream to any number of people anywhere in the world is pretty insane. And the fact that we can do that, we've figured out that companies have figured out a business model to make that free. That's pretty sick, to be honest with you. That's pretty sick. So I hate ads. I work in ads. I literally work in Google Ads. So I hate ads, but, you know, I like that they make things free. You know, Google Docs, Google Sheets, great fucking products. Wouldn't have got through college without those, you know, the 2 years of college I did. I don't see any other chats. Must have been nothing. Must have been the wind. Why don't you try Unity for this game? Why don't I try Unity? You mean like, why don't I switch right now to trying Unity and remake what I've done over the past 2.5 years? Or are you asking why I didn't start with Unity? The former is a very facetious question. The latter has an answer. The latter is a fair question. Unity's pricing model is garbage, first of all. Their CEO, the business side of the company, after the debacle that happened, was that about a year ago now? Took all faith away from me to ever use Unity. 2, there's no visual scripting language as far as I know. Last time I looked into it, there's no visual scripting language like this. This is a nice to have. 3, I see Unreal Engine as being closer to the cutting edge of game development in terms of technology. So I think they have a stronger rendering pipeline. Unity terms and conditions are ass. Yep. Just click the port to Unity button and you're all good. Yeah, I forgot how Epic put that into Unreal Engine. I forgot they put that port to Unity button in Unreal Engine. That's funny. Yeah, they messed up big with that decision. Yeah, they like reneged it, so it's like slightly better now or something. I forget what it's too late though. Reputation sullied. Visual scripting is not optimized. Yeah, it is. I mean, these are all C++ functions. Get buildings by class. This is it. Look, click on that. Look, here's the function. It's all C++. The only thing you shouldn't do in blueprints that's unoptimized is iterate over a large number of things. That's it. But that's not how you should be using the scripting. It's a scripting language, right? This takes the place of something like Lua and other game engines, right? So you don't use it like that. You don't do your foundational stuff in there. You can. Plenty of games have been shipped using only blueprints. But yeah, if you're trying to do highly optimized things, you shouldn't do them in blueprints. But you can do highly optimized things and then use them in blueprints, like this. It's all just C++ under the hood, so individually, it's optimized. It's all about how you use it. How much experience you got with UE? About 2.5 years. Working on this in my free time. Wait, do I have to put stuff here now? Or does it just want me to refresh? I have to manually refresh all these nodes. That's so annoying. Yes, I know that it changed Unreal Engine. Like, I get it. At least I don't have to remake them. And here's the one I want. Whoops. Refresh all nodes. Is that... Where is that button? Holy shit. Denick, where is that button at? This would have been a perfect time for that button. File, refresh all node. Oh, nice. Thank you. That's a hot, steaming hot tip right there. Hot. Okay, but now we don't need to loop through this anymore. Boop, boop. Do you need to cast this to area? Probably. No, actually no. We can probably just set task target. No. Task target actor. Oh, it's a U object. I do have to cast to actor though. That's about it though. That's all I have to do. Yeah, I guess I don't need the colony data there anymore either. We're just gonna set it on there, and then this is gonna be like this is the end of the road for this. Yeah, but Red Dead Redemption 2 is very insane with graphics and no lag, but PUBG PC is very laggy. What point are you trying to make there? Yeah, there are different games that work differently. I'm not sure what point you're trying to make. I don't know if you're still trying to compare Unreal Engine and Unity and cherry picking two games to prove some sort of point or not. Then Karada, welcome in. What's up? Piotr, welcome in as well. Be cool if Unreal was available as rendering engine without the editor. I mean, you can do whatever you want with the source code. You make your own editor if you want to. So you technically can do that. It's trend, yes. You already said that, and I just read it. What point are you trying to make? You said, yeah, but this game is good and this other game is bad. As if it proves your point of Unreal Engine is bad, which is the point I think you're trying to make. I think you're trying to say Unreal Engine is bad because you used Unity once, and so you're trying to validate yourself. And you just looked for a game that was made in Unity and tried to compare it to, or you looked for a bad game in Unreal Engine. Or something. I don't know what you're trying to go for here, buddy. Use whatever engine you want to. Unreal Engine and Rage Engine. Yeah, I don't know. You're not being very coherent at the moment. But I suppose we need to end interaction here. And for this colonist task, we need to put this like on the colony data. So we actually do need the get entity data BP itself. Colony entity data. If valid is valid. That's valid. We would want to set current task to the task we built. And then we would want to end interaction. So what we need to do is we're going to pull up the visual logger, because then we'll be able to see his colony task. We'll see if that actually gets set properly. When my colony, do task. We're going to make you chop trees within area. I need to build an area. You're going to chop trees within that area. Yay. Okay. Colony data, current task. It is set to chop trees. Oh, we need the duration as well. I don't know. Would you guys want to select a duration in that scenario, or do you just want them to chop all? I feel like most of the time you just want them to chop in the fucking area, like until they're done. And this is just like this isn't even going to be like the optimal way of doing the colony sim. Like this is just like the first. This is when you have like one colonist. This will be how you do it. I think for the most part you'll want to set like manual priorities. Not manual priorities, but automatic priorities. But you do need the ability to give them like one-off commands, basically. Look at these two. Just gazing into each other's eyes. Like, oh, I just fucking love doing tasks for the colony. But yeah, I have the duration selector. The duration selector, which is, what are the durations again? For a certain amount of time. Once. Do the task once. Until a certain amount of items are gathered. Oh yeah, I turned the volume up. I think it's usually right there. I turned the volume up last night when I was playing RimWorld. Thanks for the heads up, Dinnick. Forever. Keep doing the task forever. These are just such granular decisions to make. That I don't know, like, I don't know, like, if I should even bother with letting the player select it. Because, like, of course you would want your colonists to go, like, eat and sleep if they need to, I would think. Yeah, like, when you give your colonist a one-off command, what are you expecting to happen? Like, because, like, you might want to wake them up in the middle of the night to go do something important, and you wouldn't want them to go back to sleep. And for that, you might want to give them a one-off command for it. But if you just want to say, like, hey, go chop some trees because there's, you know, nothing else to do or something, and you only have one colonist, that's kind of a different scenario because you're not going to want them to skip meals and get upset or go without sleep and get tired and get unhappy. What do I like? The duration kind of helps with that, but it's just like one more fucking decision to make, you know? It kind of makes the whole thing like kind of annoying. Let's make the create new real quick. Let's skip over and do that. On create new area selected. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is hide the interaction options widget. So let's create another function. We have so many functions in this class. And it'll create new area selected. And what we're going to want to do is, first of all, call that here. Do the NPCs need to eat and sleep? Yep. Yep. What are you using for the AI behavior? I assume you don't use behavior trees. No, I use state trees that I process in my own custom processor on the background thread. It's like I kind of manually tick them myself. And so every bit of code that happens within a state tree task is on the background thread. Handle create new area selected. So yeah, we're gonna want to, first of all, let's just like set visibility on this. I think would be the easiest here, or something. Set visibility, and then I also wouldn't want the player to like be able to scroll and shit. So maybe I need a function on here for like disable or something. Hide and disable, I would think. Let's do that. So set visibility. Well, honestly, let's just let's just set visibility on it, and then we'll have logic in here for like, if it's not visible, we're not gonna scroll, and that'll help do things. Yeah. Get visibility. Can I just do is visible? Yeah. Only if it's visible do we do that. Because if you're going to clean the area of trees, probably would be better that he notices when he needs to do eat and sleep automatically. But I'm biased because of Kenshi and Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, I mean, there's two scenarios that I was thinking of. Like, one was, like, you know, something, you need a colonist to do something critical. And it's like a one-off thing, you know, maybe you need him to go tend to some person, right? In RimWorld, this happens all the time. Your medic is asleep, someone is bleeding out. You wake up your medic and tell him to go, you know, fix the bleeder and stop the bleeding. But in RimWorld, you can also like tell him to go back to sleep, right? So you might not want him to go back to sleep, even though he needs to sleep, even though he is tired and is getting upset and cranky, or he's starving, you know? So in that scenario, you wouldn't want him to eat and sleep automatically. But in a scenario where you're just like, hey, I just need some tree, I just need some more wood for a one-off building. Can you just go chop some wood for a little bit? And yeah, if you need to eat and sleep, do so. I mean, the player should be setting up priorities for everyone. So this is kind of like outside the priority system. Because then this is like a one-off command system, which will be how you start, you know, doing Colony Sim stuff. There's another one of these options is going to be priorities. She needs to get her priorities right. So yeah, set that as collapsed. And where do I create the crosshair? Because I want to change the crosshair, and I've totally forgotten where all that happens at. Is that in the player controller? No, that would be in the HUD. There's a crosshair on the HUD. So do you use any system from Unreal and just modified it to run async, or is it a complete custom solution? I mean, that's what I was saying about the state trees are like an Unreal Engine thing that I just run async. So that would be an example of that. I am attempting to do that with the gameplay ability system as well, to varying success rates. I'll probably need to end up rewriting it. I just wrote my own ECS system, so I kind of bypassed mass there. Hollow Knight? Yeah, I like the Hollow Knight. Oh, I don't have my video player on. I turned that off last night too. Dude, I suck at streaming, don't I? There you go. There's the player. Yeah. Hollow Knight songs. Moxie. So I need a function here. I need to like change to selector cursor or something. Change crosshair. What is crosshair? It's an image thing, right? Okay. Set image on HUD. Why am I calling that change? I should just call that set crosshair. I guess this is gonna need to be something that goes through my player controller or my player. Yeah. I'm still gonna need to use a function like this. I'm probably just not gonna call it from the NPC class, which is weird. What is this? It's an image object. Oh, do I set, it's set brush probably, right? So weird. Can I like get brush? And then can I set image? Set members? Image. There we go. Let's just do that. Code hard, crash harder. Loki Asgard is back to push commits and chew bubblegum. And he's all out of bubblegum. He's here to guard your commits and guard your ass. And he's all out of commits. What crosshair should I use for this? Crosshair simple. Oh, I got that from like a pack or something somewhere. I thought I had like a bunch of those. Okay, hang on. Let me figure out where I got that from. Crosshair pack. That's probably a good starting point. Okay. This one looks nice and selecty. That's an optional. We have different sizes of that one. I guess this is the one I'm using currently. Now, it would be interesting if I could change it to that one, or like one of these ones. And then when you hover over something that's a valid selection, change to that one. Or it could be these two. There's a lot of options here. I don't know. This one's not bad. Like, this one's nice and straightforward. To a custom one with different animations. Ugh, you overestimate me so much. I'll be fine. No, I won't. You don't know that. I do think it should be targety-ish, but I don't want it to look like a fucking, like, you're about to shoot someone crosshair, you know what I mean? This is the actual hardest part of game dev, choosing a crosshair. Can't I see the size or something in here? Oh, that's, oh lord, that's tiny. 64 by 64. Okay, those are the same size. Just like the box is actually smaller, I guess. Yeah, delayed another 5 years. Why? They make these like so close to being actually the same. But then they don't. Okay, I'm either thinking these two. Like, this is when you're looking for one, for a target. When you hover over a valid target, it switches to that one. Thinking about those two. These ones aren't bad either, but that's not exactly that's not as targeted. It's not as targety. You know, I don't know if the user will, you know, and obviously I'm gonna have like an interaction text box that says target, select target or something. Or like these two. Fuck it, let's just go with these two. Okay, so I need like a mode, like a selection mode now. Oh, I was doing create new, wasn't I? Okay, now we're doing target. Whatever. Whatever. We're target now. Sorry, I'm fucking sleepy today. I had a long day. I went to Costco, and that is just the worst. It's like fun because you get to buy a bunch of food, but then it sucks because there's so many people. Okay, so we have our character. Can I just close tabs to the right? Yeah. So I have my regular update interaction trace. What do you think about beta decay? I think sigma decay is cooler. Okay, yeah, so I need like a different mode, basically. And I guess that can be a gameplay tag. I don't know, man. I don't know, Tenkarado. Don't ask. No, the game? Yes, the game. Start select target mode. We're just going to add loose gameplay tag. Oh my god, I can't fucking type. Okay, let me see here. This is going. I need to make a new tag. We need to make a new tag. Not very friendly, I see. Was that not very friendly? Or did we both just not know what the other person was talking about? Character state tags. Yeah, isn't build mode is being active? Yeah, we can throw it in here. Is selecting target mode. I'll say is in to match up with build mode. Is in select target mode. Okay, we have the tag made. So let's assume we actually have the tag there. So start select target mode. That's basically all we're gonna do. And I think we just need to then get HUD UI ref, and I have to do that here. Get HUD UI ref, set crosshair to crosshair. Yeah, that one. And then on tick. Interact. Where's tick at? Update interaction trace. Okay. Is in build mode. Refresh interact. I just refresh it every frame. Why was I doing that? Interactable trace with the player controller if it's locally controlled. Is interactable? Yeah, and then I only like run this shit if it's not different. Bro, this is UML Phyton. I don't know what UML Phyton means. I assume you mean Python. This is not Python. Flex Gaming, next time I will ask a gaming related question in a physics class. Well, I think you should rephrase the question. Make it more clear. I am unfamiliar with the game Beta Decay. Not everyone knows the name of every game. So maybe next time you can say something like, have you seen the game Beta Decay? What are your thoughts? Or what do you think about the game Beta Decay? Because we just had a guy in here who was spouting off nonsense about physics. And so I thought that Beta Decay, that sounds like a physicsy thing. And it probably is, to be honest with you. That's probably the decay of like fucking elements on the periodic table or something. Oh, you're a gamer? Name every game. Yeah. Sorry, guess I'm not a gamer. Yeah. So yeah, it sounded memey about physics, and so I was trying to play along with the meme. And, you know, I was playing on Beta Decay, you know, beta versus alpha, and then there's also sigma. So I was like, sigma decay better, you know. I know, I'm a comedic genius. Hold the applause. I'm also sleepy. And I'm working on UI, and I don't like working on UI. Is interactable. Yeah, so I basically just need to... I need to not do this condition here. Which is kind of annoying. What do I want to do? I think I want to do, let's do a branch. Let's do is in select target mode. I mean, which will just be like, does it have the tag? We'll make a function for that. Is in select target mode. And that'll just be like get ability system component. Has tag. Has loose tag? No, just has tag. Has matching gameplay tag, which we will need to wire that up whenever we get the tag. We need to rebuild for that, so assume that's there. If we are not in select target mode, we can do what we usually do. If we are, I think we set it every frame, regardless. So we kind of like bypass it. Bypass same interaction trace when in select target mode. Okay. Sorry about that, my bad. No, you're good. I don't care. I'm not like mad or anything. Neither of us were understanding each other. So, no one's fault. No one's fault. Okay, interacting with is valid. Then we update interaction widget. Get interaction interface on the hit result. Update interaction widget. And so now this is where the wait, did I already like... How am I bypassing this if we're already interacting with them, right? I guess it doesn't matter what our interaction trace hit result is. Update interaction widget. So we're going to do that only if the interacting with is not valid. Right. Okay, so the interaction widget never updates. I mean, actually, do we need to do this every... Do I need to do that? I don't actually know if I need to do that. I really just need to call update interact widgets. Yeah, okay, so it's really going to be if is interacting with is valid, not Boolean. If it's not valid or Boolean, branch on that instead. It's not valid, or we are not in is select target mode. Or we are is we is in select target mode. If we is in select target mode, then we can update the interaction widget. I think. We update interact widget, which does this, which means we'll get the interaction subtext component. And really then it's up to the humanoid NPC, which I need to like split these out into a different thing, I guess. But then how would all the options like wire together and stuff? Am I bucking up by making all these menus programmatically rather than just creating separate assets for each like little sub menu? I'm thinking too much like a programmer, I think, instead of like an Unreal Engine developer. I'm in too deep. We must press forward. Wow, I clicked on the viewport and we've crashed. I do have to go feed my dogs though, so this is a good time to do that. I'll be right back. Not very polite. Not very polite. I just fed you and you're barking at. Okay, we back. We back. You know, now that I think about it, it's probably the half a Costco rotisserie chicken that I ate that's making me so sleepy. Okay. I forgot what we were doing already. Oh, right. We were working on the target thing. And then I need the subtext components, or I need the interaction text to change on. Yeah. Interaction, interface, get interaction text. Interacting character is in select target mode. Is that not, I guess I need to fill those out now too. And I guess I don't want to use the function. Is in like target mode. I guess it can just say select target here, although it would be nice to know what target I'm selecting, because I'm going to reuse this for... Oh my god. What was I saying? Select target. Yeah, so it might be select. Moxie, come here. Stop. You're just gonna go back out there and bark again. Stop it. Sit. Good. Okay, yeah, so you can... Moxie? I swear to fucking god, this dog. Sit. Sit. Stay. Good. It's like I turn and she's just like, okay, I'm gone. Thank you. Yeah, you can select a, it might be chop target tree. Right? She just left. She's gonna bark here in about 30 seconds. Watch. Yeah, that's a bonus feature. Let's just do select target. Select target. Although I do need to know what I'm targeting, right? I already should know what I'm targeting. And I guess it's going to be either an area. It's going to be an area, or like a tree, or like it could be forage. Something. It could be like a. It could be like some. It's some ISM object or an area, right? An ISM or area? Is that all the options that there are? Well, it could be targeting another entity as well. I need a select target type. I already have like a task target type, but now I need like a select target task target type. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's not going to be confusing to anyone. But yeah, there are several options. Maybe it should just be a class, although entity is like a specific case. Entity, area, or class, I guess, are the three cases. And actually the class, because they're ISMs, it's really a static mesh or something. It's it's an environment item resource, really. An environment item resource. Or what do I call it? Environment item object or something? I should just call them environment objects. ENV object or something. Because yeah, you could like, hey, go tend him. So what? It's going to be like a specific, well, it's an ISM, so I couldn't even target a static mesh. It's like it's an ISM instance and an item and an integer. I guess it's more so just a trace hit result, right? But I need to store like what type I'm searching for, so I know which trace hit results are valid when I'm selecting a target, right? I can't chop a rock. Do I need an interface for each of those, like choppable, mineable, forageable? That kind of sounds, that sounds kind of yucky. An interface for each like type, each task type. Would it be for every task type? Oh, construct. It was just any building. It could just be any building. I guess I just grab the colonist task and then break to get task target, switch on that. No, task type, switch on that. Switch on that. None, go back to the normal one. Would never get there. I'll just say select building. Return node. Select choppable. I don't know, I could just say tree there, but like, I suppose there could be... I suppose there could be like other things that you could chop. Let's keep it as tree until we get to that case. Turn node. Select forage. If I've selected forage, hello, what is this? This is me trying to come up with a solution, a system for some game dev stuff. We're looking at Unreal Engine right now. What would you call, like, if you're trying to select something to forage, what would you say? Select plant. Is it always going to be a plant? Select herb. I could just be forageable. Select forageable. If we're going to do that, then select constructible. We might as well stick with that nomenclature, right? Select constructible. Select choppable. Select forageable. Right? Select gather. Or you mean just gather? What are you doing, bro? Making a bomb? Is that what my noodles look like here? What's that interface or platform? This is Unreal Engine. Here's the game. It's a RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain and AI generated quests. This is the procedural terrain going so far. We're just generating a very small section of the world. And here I am. And here's the map that got generated. So each of these are like individual zones with different biomes. The radius we're generating is probably about this big right now. So it's a very big world. I feel very scared seeing this. That's why I didn't use DaVinci today. Okay. Select vegetation. That's an option. Select vegetation. Although, is it always going to be vegetation? I mean, probably, right? That is kind of in the definition of forageable. Making game like Little Nightmare 2, how possible? Yes, possible. We have dynamic tree chopping, which is pretty cool. So wherever the axe connects, it actually deforms the tree at runtime. You could make it, or you could make it tool-based actions. I mean, I do plan to have tools involved, right? And I will need to, I don't have them yet, really. I don't have tool distinctions yet. Probably should. So chopped trees should probably be grayed out or something if they don't have an axe, you know? How? What is method? Method is Gamedev. Just learning programming, starting with JavaScript. I want to create apps. Any tips? Apps as in like web apps or mobile apps? React might be a good move for you. It can do both. You can do React Native if you're doing mobile apps, or just React if you're doing web apps. But yeah, I would pick one of the UI frameworks, one of the popular ones. I think React is the most popular, probably followed by Angular, and then after that, probably like Svelte, which is like a newer one. A lot of people love that one though. Mobile? Yeah, I'd go React Native, honestly. That's what I would do. And you can look into something called Expo, which is a thing you can use to build the stand-up mobile apps pretty quickly. Svelte is amazing. Yeah, everyone who's used it, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I'm a React girly myself. I use Angular Dart for my day job though, and I hate it. It is, at scale, it is a massive pain in the ass. The dependency injection hierarchy is just awful. And in React, you just don't have to worry about dependency injection hierarchies. Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in learning the native code, you can do that as well. But you said you were using JavaScript, so I think React Native is the way to go if you're wanting to stick with JavaScript for sure. Svelte is great, but I don't think it's a good first choice. Yeah, I'd probably go React first, just because it's the most popular. I quite like it myself. Five best game dev channel to learn from. I don't really know. I don't really watch like game dev channels or anything. None like specifically. I just kind of pick stuff up as I go, as I need to. But yeah, welcome in everyone. I'm working on a video game. It's an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural terrain. Here's the world right now. We're just rendering a small section of the world. I'm learning from W3 School Online. Any tips to learn React somewhere else? Just the React docs, honestly. I mean, there's tons of resources on the internet. Like I don't like go to specific places to learn things. I don't follow tutorials really. I don't really watch videos, whether it's programming or game dev. So I feel like I'm not, you know, I know a lot of people like to go like the course route or like the tutorial route. They follow some tutorial or they go through some course or something to learn something. That's never been how I've done it. I prefer to learn by doing. So usually I'll just Google my ass off until I figure it out. And that can be anything from just starting a project, like how do I make a web app? You know, I will Google that. How do I make a mobile app? I will Google that. What are some mobile app what are the most popular web frameworks, mobile app frameworks, game development engines, you know? What's the most popular whatever it is, you know? Get some background information on it, learn the ecosystem a little, you know, learn some of the terms in the ecosystem. And okay, how do I start a React app? Okay, oh, there's a create React app thing. Okay, I'll use that. Okay, how do I make, you know, how do I make a login page? I'll search that, you know, like I search for it all individually and then find what works. So I don't have answers for like, where specifically should I go to learn specific things? Want to create an app? I Googled myself to Flutter. My dev friend told me to change to React instead. Yeah, Flutter is a Dart. That's Google's app thing. But since you know JavaScript, you should look for JavaScript frameworks. And yeah, Flutter is not the most popular. I've heard it's nice, but it's just not popular. So I wouldn't worry about it. We'll just go React. Wonder what happens. I'm curious. He's not gonna be able to find a path to me. Oh, he's just gonna stop. Yeah, I'll need some way to like make sure the player can't cheese that. Oh, got him. I don't know how that hit him. What? I don't think that actually hit him. We will sneak up on him and steal his mushrooms. Your mushrooms belong to me now. Ooh, this is a neat little cave. Look at this. I love it. There's like these little land bridges. Oh, that's so cute. Have I created this entire game alone? Yep. It's taken me about 2.5 years. A little over 2.5 years now. Oh no. Don't fall. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of sleepy today, guys. So I'm not being very, like, interactive right now. I'm kind of sleepy. I ate, like, half a fucking Costco rotisserie chicken, and I was like, I'm gonna go stream now. And little did I know that was gonna hit me like a wall, like, an hour into the stream. But yeah, I'm doing some game dev. We're doing some game dev. I'm not actually doing anything right now. I'm just running around for no reason. Hi. I have AI quests. AI generated quest. Let's see what this quest, this baby, comes up with here. Generated quest. Okay, so there's like... I'm sending an API request to the Gemini API right now. And I'm waiting for it to get back. There we go. Welcome, Zev Bloodstone. We have heard tales of your skill in the woods. Forgive my troubled demeanor, but darkness stirs at the edge of our little world. For weeks, the village has been plagued by strange occurrences. Livestock going missing, tools vanishing from sheds, and unsettling whispers on the wind. Too faint to understand, but heavy with unease. Venture east into the Whisperwood. Follow the path east into the woods from the village. It will take you there, if followed truthfully, to the old shrine of the lost god of Sylvanos. See if you can discern the source of these unsettling events. Look for signs of unnatural activity, strange rituals, or anything out of the ordinary. Bring back whatever information you find. So the AI always seems to want me to do like exploration quests or like investigation type quests. So I will definitely want to kind of pass it like predetermined, hey, make this type of quest. Make me a this type of quest. Maybe to get some more divergence. What did you study in school? Do you have a job as a game developer? I dropped out of college, so I studied CS for like 2 years, and then I dropped out. I'm a software engineer, though, and I've been software engineer for like 10 years now. So no, I don't have a job in game development. If I'm planning to start out, what would your advice be? I was planning to start with Unreal Engine. Have fun. Enjoy it. Make sure you know what your goals are. Is your goal to just learn? Is your goal to get a job in game development? Is your job to just release a game? Is your job to make, or is your goal to release your dream game or work on your dream game? Depending on what your goal is going to, should inform you as to what your project should be, right? And should give you some sense of direction. That would be my advice. Tell me more about these unsettling whispers. They're faint, almost like the rustling of leaves. Dude, the fucking whispers, man. The AI just always wants to give me whisper quests. I don't know. I should hook up the chat GPT API and see how different those ones are. What do you know about this lost god, Sylvanos? Sylvanos was the deity of these woods before the Great Collapse. Ooh, that sounds fun. Some still cling to the old ways, but I sense something far darker this time. I will investigate the shrine and report back. QA, you're welcome. I'm gonna go. Thanks for the answers. Subbed and liked. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Good luck to you as well. Have fun with React. Got him. Haha, you're frozen. Oh, he's got a bow too. I have fireballs too, bitch. Wow, I almost died there. Ooh, big crit on that heal. What is up? I didn't even know this would be up here. Can I get up there or is it too steep? Oh, it's like barely too steep, isn't it? Free. That's annoying. Yeah, I really need to get the terrain deformation working properly. So I can like dig a little path up there. Right now it's not working too hot right now. Some might say not at all. And they wouldn't be wrong. Where did my fire asset go? My torch doesn't have any fire now. There it is. Okay, finally loaded. Oh god. Oh, he's coming. I need to make them move directionally a little bit better. You can have LOS for attacks. I don't know. I don't know how that will work. In WoW, the LOS only applies when you cast, not necessarily when it doesn't like apply on the projectile, if that makes sense. So if you cast, like if I casted on one of these guys, and then before the fireball got to him, he ran behind something. In WoW, that fireball would still hit him. It would go through the wall and hit him. And so you just can't cast you know, in line of sight. But we'll see what my entity system is capable of doing, you know. I could turn the fireballs into little entities themselves and process them with the velocity and everything on the background thread. And maybe we can do collision and stuff. Background thread collision, essentially. Should we go see what's in this cave? It would be a lot easier to just do the LOS on cast instead of for the entire lifetime of the projectile. That's also not as fun. Because I do like envision having colonists standing on tops of like walls and getting like some bonus because they have the high ground. Then also getting a defensive bonus because half their body is covered up by, you know, barrier for the wall, like waist down. Hello, please. And then maybe it just makes it harder for you to like aim stuff at them, you know? But also this isn't going to be like an aimey type game, so I don't know how much that's going to apply. It'll have to be something we feel out when we get there, you know? Hello. Okay, yeah, we're just frozen. We are just straight frozen. That's fine. We need to actually do some work instead of just running around. God, I'm fucking sleepy though. Okay, let's figure out what I was doing. We were just doing, yes, this. Or I was trying to come up with the select forageable. Yeah, let's just name it a verb. Let's do the verb. Chop. Construct. What about mounts and pets? Thought about adding those? Probably not. Pretty far away from doing anything remotely close to that. But probably not regardless. Those are the kinds of things that take a lot of money to do because they require lots of assets. I need models and animations and effects and sounds. There's a lot there. Probably not. Okay, so if I'm in the select mode, we're gonna hide it, right? Handle. I've forgotten what I named all my functions. Do task. Choose area. That's not what I want at all. Do I have that option like created? On task target selected. Okay. Didn't I start? I started writing a function somewhere for this, right? What did I write and where? Oh, I was gonna like hide the interaction options container, but I think I was just going to set visibility to collapse. Where did I do that at? Didn't I do that somewhere in here? No? Did I oh, I did it in, oh, I'm in the wrong fucking class. That's why. Start select target mode. So yeah, I need to get the interacting with character. Undo that because I deleted the wrong things. Start, select, start, mode. Is it not public? Start select target mode. You have to make it public? I thought they were like public by default. Oh, I needed to cast. I said I needed to cast and I didn't do it. Start select target. I'm not sleep deprived. I'm just full of Costco rotisserie chicken. I'm just fat and happy. Start select target mode. Yeah, so then I'll need like a callback, right? I'll need some way to know. I know, I guess that's just on interact called. Yeah, because we're gonna get the hit. We're gonna get the hit trace. Interacting with, I will call interact, but I have no payload. So I need a... Should I be kicking it off? Well, no, because they need a, it needs a longer radius too, so that's another thing I need. Let's make it super long for that mode. I don't know if I should be like... calling this to like get the result every frame. Better be fat and happy instead of slim and stressed. I agree. I agree. What if you're fat and stressed? You just got the worst of both worlds. Yeah, I should maybe make a... Yeah, I kind of feel like I should just be doing this from tick in the interactee. Because then I'm just gonna have to make a really weird callback if I do it this way. This is already feeling a little messy. It's annoying because it's gonna basically be the same thing, and then also I'm gonna need to like make sure this doesn't happen if I'm in select target mode. So it's a little conflicting, which is why I wanted to put it in here to begin with. How would I make something like this reusable? Because right now it's like either on the NPC character or on the player character. I guess the reusable part of this function is literally just this. It's literally just this one function. Actor component. I don't think I need something like that. I've come up with a conjecture, and I don't know how right it is. My conjecture is don't use, like, if you're just going to make an actor component, which is like the base component class, just make a U object instead. And I know that's not going to be right for a lot of people, and you probably shouldn't follow that advice if you're using Unreal Engine. But if you're me and you need to do things on the background thread, getting actor components is kind of annoying. Like, I could just use entity data. Yeah, but I was really just thinking, like, just making some utility class or something. It doesn't need to be, like, attached to anything. I think what I want to do is maybe just bypass this and run most of it from the NPC character for now. So put it back. And then just, yeah, do nothing. Yeah, the blueprint function library was more so what I was picturing. Just a utility class. I could even make it C++ if I wanted to. Okay. Put that back. Do you have a tick? Well, ooh, I don't know that I want these to tick. I can turn tick on and off, right? I already forget, where were my functions set that I cared about? What was it? On target type selected. Start select target mode, set crosshair, add the tag. Yeah, that can still happen there. That's fine. And then set actor tick enabled. Doesn't it automatically enable it if you do like a tick? Start with tick enabled, false. Okay, it looks like I'm fine. We'll just need to make sure when we actually interact while we're in that mode. That we turn it off. Okay, and we're gonna allow this. Well, let's see. Branch, we're just gonna say interacting with player. Let's make a function for it. If we are not in select target mode and we're ticking, we should set tick enabled. False. Otherwise, we can perform trace. We can do like select target trace, which is where that'll happen. Yay. Interaction distance. We can probably do that from pretty far. Let's do 9999. Ignored actors, probably just the player itself, himself. Because there's a valid case to like select the colonist and be like, hey, tend to yourself, tend to yourself. Ooh. Ooh. We can debug trace that one for now. I don't know, I could tell a colonist to patch me up. That could be a valid option, but how would I target myself? I probably need another key for that, actually, another interaction key. But that'll be a different case, I think. So we get a hit. This should be like a blueprint library function. So I now need this in both places. Where's my stupid blueprint library function thing? Don't I fucking have one somewhere? Did I hate how hard it is to organize blueprints? I might just write this in C. I might just write this in C++ real quick. Is that how you do an output interaction interface? Would you have to do a pointer ref? Make sure blueprints can not shit their pants, you know? Oh yeah, I need to do out interface equals actor interface, return true. Like that, dude, I don't know what, like this is so much fucking cleaner to me than this. And I don't have to be like, what fucking asset did I put that in? I mean, I guess I still have the problem of like, what class did I put that in? So yeah, I thought that you weren't going to be happy about that. T-script interface, is that? How do I return an interface? Yo, Draconin, welcome in. How goes the dev? Oh, it's pretty sleepy. I ate like half a Costco chicken, rotisserie chicken, and decided to stream right afterwards. And it's hitting me hard. I'm crashing out. How do I return an interface by ref? That's the most American thing I've heard in a while. Hell yeah, brother. That is what I'm doing. It doesn't like that. Oh, I have to set object and set interface. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, ChatGPT. I don't think I need the U param. No, I do need the U param. Rotisserie chicken is great though. That's my go-to when I run out of food at home. Dude, and at $5, you get like a whole fucking chicken. It's like, so, dude, I could eat like, you know, you could just get a Costco membership and just eat at the Costco food court or get rotisserie chickens and you'd save so much fucking money. Like you can get a big ass fucking slice of pizza at $2. Like a slice of pizza that you might not finish unless you're hungry, you know, like that's how big it is. The $1.50 hot dog combo as well. That's fucking nuts. In 2025. Fucking nuts. Probably give you cancer, but hey. Dude, you know what's really good? Their fucking soft serve they have at the food court is really good, actually. It's like really thick and creamy soft serve. It's really good. Shit. Oh, I put it. I knew I didn't need the U-param. Oh, I second guessed myself. Should have listened to my instincts. Exxon, hello. Welcome in. What am I looking at here? Like some salt pools? Or some art students project? Are we going or what? You good on religion? Oh, I didn't make it blueprint pure. Whee! All right, third time's the charm. This is the part, like, I would have so much more in C++ if it weren't for this flow right here. Unreal Engine is so unreal. Yeah. You have to recompile the engine every single time. Anytime you change a header file. Yeah. And it happens to be a header file that is my Giga utils file. So the build takes a little bit there. Yeah, Unreal 6. Oh, don't say that. You're gonna make me feel old. There we go. We can replace that. Wish they had a text-based scripting language. I know that there are some plugins that do that, like Angel Script. I just don't know why I would use a text-based scripting language when I could just use C++. I guess to get around the recompiles, but that's only when you change a header file, right? So in theory, you should be planning a little bit more than I am, and you should actually write it correctly. Spend a little bit more time looking at it before you rebuild, so you don't have to do what I just did. How is that it is only headers? Well, you can just do live coding for CPP files. Like if you're not changing like any of the classes, because like the classes are what gets represented in the editor. So when you change a class, it's going to, you can run live coding when you change a header file. It just causes corruption sometimes, which is awful. You don't want that. It changes how the editor functions, essentially. So you do need to rebuild it when the header files change. So now I need to make sure that this is like a valid... what's live coding? It's a way to... it's a way to not have to recompile the engine. It's like a hot load. But hot loading in Unreal Engine is something different that no one uses because it's bad. I need like a function for like if this is valid. I would wonder how that works. I mean, same as how other frameworks and stuff do hot loading. Like every like web framework does hot loading and stuff, you know. Is valid select target trace. They're going to be const and pure, and you need to take in an interaction interface. But that is with a runtime language. I mean, it can work the same way with C++ in terms of Unreal Engine. Like, I couldn't imagine how that works with a native engine. I mean, I don't think it's that much different. I don't think so. I mean, I'm kind of talking out of my ass. I don't know how it works. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but I don't think it works that much different. I'm sure there are some things that they have to account for, but it's just taking code and replacing it, right? Taking little executable. I mean, I think they'd probably just treat the CPP files as scripts, you know, that can be replaced. Is valid interface. Then I need to switch on the colonist task. You change the code and it just happens. You can press a keybind to make it happen. Control Alt F11, I think, is the default. That's what mine is. Is there ads? There shouldn't be an ad. Oh, I don't, not the task target. I need task type. These names are like flowing together in my head so much that it's just getting to be a lot. Yeah, maybe. I'm on mobile, so it closes when I switch apps. Oh, that makes sense. You got the pre-roll again. Yeah. Interaction interface. Can I get object? Wait, can I not get the owner of this? Okay. So this now needs to be a my hit results. Okay, so we have an interaction. We have this thingy. I guess I need to break this interaction interface. Or I'm calling it the interaction interface. That's not right. Trace hit. Or let's call it hit result. Hit result. Hit result. Get hit results. Okay. Break that bad boy. So I need to get the hit component and say something like cast to environment item spawner ISMC. Now this is a hard cast here. So if it's chop trees, we need that. Probably same for forage. Honestly, most of them are going to be that way. And then what do I need to do? Get resource type. I forgot what functions I have here. On the environment item spawner. Or environment item spawner ISMC. I need to change that name. It's too much. The descriptor? Is that where it's at? And that's the item handle or something? Yeah, descriptor. Oh my god, it's not blueprint readable. Oh god, and that get environment object. I'm gonna need a static function for that anyway. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Static. Wait, what's my goal here? I need that data table row handle. And I actually need the environment item object, which has blueprint read-only information on it as to what the resource types are, tool types, and loot, which will give me whether or not it's a tree. So basically I need to take this. Okay, static F environment object. Get environment object. Okay. Get environment object. I need the ISMC. Is that all I need? What does that return? Returns a pointer. Okay. We have that now. You can be const. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted you to just be const. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get the ISMC for the building. That's easy for now, but that's also gonna be an ISMC in the future. Just go away then. I don't want to see your channel. How do I block? Be good troll. What are you doing exactly? Sorry, I missed that one. If you're still here, I'm doing game dev. It's doing some Unreal Engine game dev. Working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite game. I'm trying to get some of the UI stuff down for like giving colonists one-off commands and stuff. And also working on digesting a Costco rotisserie chicken. It's a battle I'm losing. Okay, so get environment object. Yeah, I guess I should put it... If I put it here, does it need the self? I would have thought that I could just use that from anywhere. It's crazy to me how many settings there are on Unreal. Yeah, it's a fucking lot. It's definitely like drinking from a fire hose. Well, if that's the case, like... I might as well just make it not static, you know? Thought that would actually be nice for me. Make it const. Okay, do it again. Unreal Engine is taking its sweet time to compile this thing. It's a big engine. It is. It's very powerful though. So, right off. Okay, get environment object. Okay. Now I have information on here. Like gather types. It contains chop. Now I could parameterize this a little bit. I get a default on this? No? No default pin on the switch statement in blueprints? Seems about right. It's insane to me they give you the whole thing with all the features to you for free and give all the source code on the app. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like that's the other thing that makes it so appealing is you get the source code. So if you can't find any information online, you can go figure it out yourself, which is like super important, right? And you can edit the source code too. That's even better. To get the Unity source code, yeah. Yeah, I don't like Unity's like whole pricing model by any means. This is gonna be kind of stupid. I don't like that I'm doing this. But here's what we're gonna basically reuse this for each of these. Then we don't have to repeat ourselves so much. %5 rev share is actually so good. Yeah, I know. Pricing model is very good. And you get like it's, you know, it's I see it as kind of like the cutting edge of game development. It's for like just a widely available game engine. Like it's closer to the cutting edge than Unity or like Godot is, right? Which I think is really cool. Hit actor. Is there like an is type? Is a soft class? Is there a I guess I just have to get class, right? Well, no, I can't just do an equals here. What is the blueprint equivalent of an is a? Oh, there we go. I mean, yeah, okay. There we go. It is a. It didn't pop up at first. I don't know why. It was probably just buried in the list of all the other blueprint things. Okay. Now that we know it's a valid trace, we can set the HUD set crosshair to this one, Like, hey, yeah, this is a target. We'll do some more, but we're just gonna do that for now. If not, set crosshair to the empty one. And then what do we do? Like if it's a valid trace, we can set it and save it. Or do we just perform another trace when the player hits E and interact and selects it? Let's just save it, you know? Let's just save it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay, so we're just gonna set the crosshair. I'll do some other things where I like change the text or something, change it to red or whatever. I don't know. And then I guess we on interact, we need to do something different. We're gonna hit interact, but it's gonna call interact on the player. Exxon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Okay, if we're in select target mode and we've hit interact. Interacting character. Wait, when I hit interact, what do I fucking call? Oh my god. Okay. It's time for me to hop off. Go, get out, get out. Time for me to hop off. I'm sleepy. My girlfriend just got home, so I was planning to just do Gamedev till she got home. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop off, guys. The rotisserie chicken needs time to digest. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out. Exxon, appreciate the follow. Hasty Wasty, good to see you again. Draconin, you as well. Dinnick was in here. Worm Juice as well. Sorry, I forgot to say hello to Worm Juice. Yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning for the regular morning stream. Is that becoming my schedule? Am I finally figuring out a schedule? Is it morning streams? I think it is. I'm not going to commit to that yet because I'm afraid of commitment. But yeah, I'm going to see y'all guys later. I'm going to probably play some RimWorld tonight and chill out, hang out with the girlfriend.